Okay guys, this is Anthony here, Super Service. Figured I would throw a quick video before we drop Caleb's cab. It's getting ready to go down. This was a total engine rebuild. Yeah, whatever. But we're getting ready to do the crankcase reroute. He's got aftermarket exhaust. I'm not a fan of aftermarket exhaust, so I figured I'd go ahead and make the video right now before we put all that on, because just kind of do a little walk around. Let me turn it on. You can see we got anaerobic on the bed plate. I just put some silver paint, try to lighten it up. There's a shop here locally in town that's they're a specialty shop, and I had a customer in here really pissed because they just spent a bunch of money having studs done up there at the other shop, and the other shop actually said, we don't put exhaust manifold gaskets on because they don't come from the factory like that. How freaking idiotic. That's just ridiculous. But this is what we got. Oh, I don't have light. Oh, there are exhaust manifold gaskets, all new hardware, all new EVP tube. This was an 2004. His wiring harness was in horrible shape. It was pretty much everything was pretty freaking nasty. So check it out. We went late model. Put a 05 high pressure pump, new branch tube. When I changed the heat shield on the back, got the vibrant joints on it. What else we do? What else we got on this side? I don't know. We did clean the turbo. There was quite a bit of oil on the front side of the turbo. Hopefully, I don't know. I mean, it was running so bad before we couldn't drive it long enough. I hope that turbo isn't leaking. Went ahead and put a coolant pump on it. Down inside of there, new coolant pump. We replaced some of the power steering lines because they were freaking nasty. We didn't go forward on the lines. They were, you know, these are going to be better than what was on it. You know, obviously blue spring. This one, it does have our setup on it. See it? This is our setup. This is Super Service setup right here. The only place you can get them. See it welded? Welded to the intake. One piece. We do use IPR's up pipe though. Their up pipe is superior. It's better than everybody else's. Had to get the glow plug control module bracket, which we looked for a little while. I had some here, but we had to replace the bracket because we also put an 05 engine harness. And we put an 05 Fickum harness on it, both harnesses. We're actually waiting on an EVP sensor. For some reason I forgot we don't have one. We don't have it here, so we'll throw an EVP sensor in it. And a little heat shield right here, a little bracket that holds the Y pipe heat shield. You know, we just all the stuff that makes this thing as late model as possible. I call these UFO nuts. We put those on all of them. We cap the bottom of the turbo inlet pipe, and then I use black iron. Black iron right here for the crankcase reroute. You go down, it'll go back to the back and out of the exhaust. I've been doing it on all of them. It works freaking great. It's a cool little setup. But this is it. I thought I'd do a quick video before we drop cab down. We do put gator back belts on it. What else? Heck, I don't know. Motorcraft, lower rad hose, upper rad hose, thermostat, all that. Obviously, oil cooler. You know, it's basically, it got an overhaul kit, so, you know, it got everything. Did not put a 6.4 starter in it. He opted not to. It's got a fairly new starter, so I've only got 2 of them on the shelf right now, so I've got those kind of slated for other trucks. Also, this one, it was deleted when it came in, and it had a, maybe it wasn't, I don't remember what the deal was, but I buy those EGR valves, they're cheap. They're just cheap pieces of crap off eBay. All those are for, I mean, right now how it leaves, there's no exhaust going into it. So, you know, it's not gonna get stressed like a normal EGR valve. All I want is to be able to run self-tests. That's it. you know, on this model of year. All the talk about people that the fan operation, blah, blah, I ain't never seen any merit to that claim. All I want to be able to run a self-test. Because if you do not have the valve in, I see pictures of other shops all over the place that they do deletes and they take the EGR valve and put a block off plate on it. I mean, that's so freaking amateur. I don't get it. Whatever. Freaking. So this one had that, or I think I don't remember. But I just buy those. Those are fairly cheap. They're like 40 bucks. You can buy 40 bucks a piece on eBay. Who gives a damn? You know, all I want to do is complete the circuit. And I've had pretty good luck with them, you know. Let's see, had to get a pump cover. Freaking bummer about this cover is the one I had. I saw some people online mention that they actually suggested cutting off this stud. Well, I only have so many high pressure pumps. We generally sell these parts half price, the used parts. This pump cover is like $130. Well, I think it's 130, something like that. The one I had they already cut the nub off, and it's freaking asinine. People cut that nub off just because they don't want to reach through there and take the 8mm out of the back. Freaking lazy bastards. But I mean, it is what it is. It serves its purpose. It'll be fine. It's not hitting the flex joint or anything. It's not even hitting the up pipe, so it'll be fine. It's just I mean, if I would have noticed it, I went ahead and put it on, and then I don't know, I guess I spaced that off, but not gonna hurt anything. It'll be all right. What else we got here? Yeah, the engine harnesses look good. We got another deal here. Ford is now, you buy an engine harness, they haven't changed the oil temperature sensor. You see that plug right there? But the intake air temp sensor, that's right here, and the coolant temp sensor pigtails have now changed. They are different, which, you know, they're kind of harder to get apart. Maybe they just, maybe they're more resilient. Who knows? Time will tell. I don't know. But, you know, we also, you know, I put this stuff on here, and then I see that other people copy a lot of the stuff we do, which is okay. But those of you that keep up with our videos, you know we're the first ones to do this stuff. See, like, I lift engines out with this right here from HHC Diesel, from Mark and Corey down in Texas. That's HHC. See, they make me a lifting bracket. I got a lifting bracket right here. I lift engines out by the turbo pedestal mount, not by the lifting eyes. So I eliminate all the rear lifting eyes. I want to get that crap out of the way. We don't need that crap. Cleans up the front lifting eye. But you need the front lifting eye cut off and smoothed off so that you can mount the front rocker box fuel line bracket onto there, and you'll have a place to mount it, so it's still in factory location. So that's I've been doing that for a long time. It's you know, we do 6.4 banjos. We put those in. I heard some people talking about it not too long ago about, oh, there's no need. Shit, whatever. I'm putting them in. Yeah, you can see our intake. I like them, man. They look good. They look good sitting on the table, even before you install them. They look freaking great. What else we got here? We did yank the fuel pump, take it apart, disassemble the whole fuel pump, clean out all the sludge that's down the water separator opening, put a drain plug in it, one of the updated drain plugs, put that in it. There's also, I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. I hear a lot of people talking about like all kinds of updates that, well, I don't know, maybe I'm rambling off, but another little part is that foil wrap that goes over the IPR valve. We carry all this little stuff in stock. It's a bonus to you know, coming to a specialty shop. I have all this stuff in stock. So half of the trucks do not have that shield over the IPR valve. Well, all the ones that leave here have it. They all get it. I mean, it, you know, just keep some of that exhaust heat off the IPR valve. Can't hurt, that's for sure. What else we got? I don't know what else we got. It looks good though, all clean. I was actually looking at some other video or some other pictures last night of other places that turn out jobs, and I mean, the freaking engine isn't even clean. Go through and do like a stud job. I mean, even when we do a stud job, the top end looks just like this. This is what all our stud jobs look like. I mean, clean the freaking valve covers, clean everything. Let's make it, you know, you can rub your face on this freaking truck. And I go ahead and do the coolant Y pipe. It's kind of a tight squeeze because of the crankcase reroute, but you know, it is what it is. It's you know, basically that's it. It is what it is. We did use Ford head gaskets. I'm thinking about, we had quite a bit of issue with bearings. The freaking overhaul kit, I'm getting really sick and tired of having to watch and replace parts that come in the overhaul kit that should be new. Let's see if I can get, there we go. I don't want that. That didn't happen. It's a rod bearing. New rod bearing straight out of the Ford overhaul package, and it's junk. I had one main bearing, 4 rod bearings that we just couldn't even use. So I'm getting really sick and tired of messing with them. I'm thinking about really starting to use Felpro gaskets more too. Felpro head gaskets. Those are really good. All the rubber gaskets, rubber O-ring style gaskets, definitely go Ford. Ford only. But you know, when it comes to bearings and pistons, I'm thinking about going straight up Mealy. You know, I mean, whatever. Because it was a whole pain in the freaking butt between the camshaft and the bearings on this truck. You know, we did not replace the front cover. Much as I wanted to, them suckers are expensive, and this one was not damaged. You know, it wasn't. This one has 4 o'clock position, which honestly, I actually kind of like the 4 o'clock position lower rad hose output a little better because it's completely out of the way. When you have the 3 o'clock, it actually comes over the gearbox a little bit. When you have the 4 o'clock, it goes behind the gearbox, and I mean, it's just completely out of the way. I know I'm too zoomed in, you can't really see that, but it makes it's completely out of the way. He does have a hole in his charge air cooler. We got to replace that. Man, I don't know that I'm going to mess with the freaking steering though. We got this tie rod right here. I need to get it out, but I could just see I'm going to open a whole can of worms by the time we get that thing out. All the tie rods are kind of, you know, they're used. They're pretty used. So, you know, what I would say is maybe save a couple of bucks and just buy everything, because by getting that one off, we're going to have to twist it, and it's probably seized as hell. And I could see us stressing the other end, and then, you know, that one getting worse. So I don't know, man. We kind of have our plate full just doing the engine side of it. So yeah, yeah, whatever. I don't know. All right, I thought I would like my blue bolt here. That's because the bolt that was on it they had washers and all kinds of. Oh, there's about 50 freaking bolts that we had to supply. This was an 04, so we went ahead and swapped out the intake elbow, and it worked out good because we also got an 05 engine harness. So there's no plugs, you know, it's clean cut. There's no plugs for the throttle plate. So I think that's about enough. I don't know if you can kind of see the gist of what we got here. This is, yeah. That's what we do. All right, guys. Have a good day.